Yo, 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 what it is? What it is? We is back. Back. Hey, take my dumb ass to work. She hit that like button. Make sure you share it live. Wait, some people coming here for real. We gotta talk about delusion. Gotta talk about delusion. Some people out here walking around real delusional, man. Y'all know I've been at work like a motherfucker, so I ain't really been tapped into everything that been going on. But I had a couple hours a day before I got ready for work. And I seen that Jim Jones just compared himself to Nas. Hey yo, Jim Jones wild as a motherfucker, man. Nas, Illmatic, I am still mad. Nas, Jim Jones, god damn. Yo, is a huge difference between confidence and delusion, y'all. A lot of people confuse delusion for confidence. Their delusion ain't confidence. You can't back delusion up by facts. You understand what I'm saying? What's up, Portia? Never in my life. She talking about how many times I had my pockets red. Yeah, y'all funny. Yeah, you funny as shit. Yo, you can't back the delusion is not backed up by no facts. So Jim Jones, and I ain't even listened to it. I just seen the headline. Jim Jones was on Jada Kiss and Fat Joe podcast. What's up, Real? Hey, Real, why you always not here when we talking about Diddy now? Used to be present for every Diddy conversation. Now when we talk about Diddy, you don't never be around. Fuck you been at, Real? I be looking for you, man. I be trying. I'm ready to start sending SOS. Ready to start summoning you, yo. When it's Diddy topics, yo, we need you here, man. Don't start disappearing now, Nick. Man, we talk about hip hop right now. Nick, what you talk about? Hip hop part of the culture. I'm always worried about anything that's going on in my culture. Why I gotta be a goofy portion? God damn. A goofy? Yeah, I don't think I ever been called a goofy in my life. Like, I don't think anybody never called me that. I've been called a lot of things, but I don't think goofy ever been one of them. So I don't do goofy shit. No, it's not about how I feel about it, real. But we had a bet, yo. I expect you to be here, man. I expect you to be here, yo. Like, you know what I mean? You was one of the main ones saying I was lying. One of the main ones. He's one of the main ones saying I was lying. Yo, I talk about fuck boys. That's what I talk about. I talk about people that need to be talked about. I talk about people that code switch. I talk about people that's working with the police. I talk about people that's bringing destruction, disturbance to the community. That's what I talk about. But Jim Jones is delusional. Now I was with Jim Jones and he was talking about when he was talking about Cameron and shit. I think Cameron was out of line for some of these things he said about Jim Jones. I believe, yo, when a person can't provide facts, they come with slander, and that was Cameron's response. His response to Jim Jones wasn't no facts; it was all slander. And typically, people do that when they ain't got nothing else to say. It was a time. It was a time when Jim Jones carried Dipset. Carried Dipset. Front line on for Dipset. So Cameron was dead wrong for how he carried him. And I do believe that Cameron got jealous of Jim Jones. Once Jim Jones became a rapper, because y'all gotta remember, I don't know how old y'all is, but I remember when Jim Jones was just dancing in the videos. So I get where a lot of the confidence come from. You know, a lot of people can't do that. You can't go from dancing in the videos to motherfucking being a star. Like, you don't typically see that happen. It happens sometimes. Tupac did it. You know, but that's rare company. You understand what I'm saying? So I get where his confidence come from. Yo, but to compare himself with Nas, like, come on, bro. Not Nas, man. Not Nas, Jim Jones. Not Nas. Cameron ain't on Nas level. Like Nas, some people put Nas over top of Jay-Z. Like, how the fuck do you compare yourself to Nas? Like, he ain't got enough songs. He ain't got enough hits. Jim was dancing in the videos. Real? See, that's how I know you only 18. The fuck is you talking about? Real, Jim Jones was Cameron hype man before he was rapping. That's how I know you only 18, yo. You're not 37 like you said, man. Yeah, Jim Jones was dancing in the videos. Jim Jones was a hype man before he became a rapper. That's what Cameron and Mace was talking about when they said we taught you how to rap. Jim Jones wasn't no rapper. Jim Jones wasn't no rapper. So I see where the confidence come from. Jim Jones was Cameron hype man for years before he started rapping. And I think once Jim Jones started rapping and he started taking off, I think Cameron got jealous. Yo, what the fuck is you talking about? Hey, real. Yo, you don't know what you talking about, bro. Like, yo, it's crazy because well, I know you from Albuquerque, New York. You're not from the city of New York, so I get it. Yo, but Jim Jones was Cameron's hype man. Yo, can somebody tell real that Jim Jones, for somebody that's old enough, can y'all tell real who Jim Jones was? Because he don't know. You gotta remember he only 21. So he can't go back that far. You're not in the city, nigga. You know you're not. You're not in the city. Stop lying. You're motherfucking, you're in Rhode Island some motherfucking way. There's no way you're in the city acting like that. Because you're wrong. He was a hype man. Everybody know it. Like, you just don't old enough. You must only remember Jim Jones. You must have caught on to Jim Jones, the certified gangster. You must have caught on to Jim Jones, the certified gangster. I remember Jim Jones was on Horse and Carriage, nigga. Cameron and Mace. Mace and Betha. We gonna rise to the top. Pull up the video, nigga. You gonna see Jim Jones dancing in the background, nigga. Jim Jones, Cameron hype man, nigga. Wasn't no biggest blood, nigga. Back at that time, them niggas wasn't even rapping blood like that. Shit wasn't known like that worldwide. That shit was in like, it was in like 90, probably like 94. What you talking about, bro? What you talking about? But anyway, I was with Jim Jones when he was coming when he was beefing with Cameron. I think Cameron on some bullshit. I think Cameron is jealous. You know, but that's that Harlem shit. A lot of, you know, niggas, that's that Harlem, New York shit. Niggas rather compete with you. That's why a lot of them niggas sitting back and watching Dame Dash struggle. And niggas got the means to help him. Niggas rather sit back and watch him struggle because nigga want to compete with you. They don't want to eat with you, they want to compete with you. What's up, Chelsea? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jim Jones is the hype, man. Everybody know that, G, man. Real just young. I mean, he act like he older, but he a kid for real. Hold on, y'all. I got some gas. I'm trying to air out. That nigga order you, bro. You is a kid, nigga. That shit got to do with you being hurt. But you gotta listen to the kids, man. The children of the future, man. Damn, your gas keep going up. Yo, right before all this bullshit happened, your gas prices were steady for the first time in like 4 years. Now every time I come to the gas station, the price change. But if you tell you a kid about the way you respond. But what's up, Rand? Yeah, Jim Jones lost it, man. Jim Jones lost his motherfucking mind, man. I'm ready to play the clip once I get back in the car so y'all can hear that shit. That nigga ain't, yeah, like, yo, Nas, that Nas is crazy, y'all. Like, he could have said Jada Kiss. You feel me? He was sitting there talking to Jada Kiss. He could have compared this up to Jada Kiss, y'all, but not Nas, my nigga. It's only one Nas. It's only one Nas. Hold on, let me show y'all. So look at this. We're gonna compare the number. We're gonna compare that motherfucking numbers. Nas don't even need to respond, Chelsea. Like, Nas don't need to respond at all, man. Like, if I was Nas, I wouldn't even say nothing. Like, it's just, It's delusion. Like, come on, man. Nas? Yo, he could have damn near said anybody except for Nas. I don't care what anybody else did. I don't even watch anybody else. So Nas, age 51, Jim Jones 48. Nas has 9.2 million. Nas has 9.2 million monthly listeners. Jim Jones has 860K. Net worth 80 million. Jim Jones 10 million. Singles released. Nas 79 plus. Jim Jones 47. Billboard hot entries. Nas 15 plus. Jim Jones 2. Platinum albums. Nas 8. Jim Jones 0. I'm talking about on YouTube, bro. So let me show y'all the conversation that these two had, that was had.
My son can't tell you one Nas record. You heard? Like, let's keep it a buck here. Yeah, but let's keep it a buck. You heard? Let's keep it a buck because you'll bring it up. You want to go to the Billboard entries, pull up Nas Billboard entries, and pull up my Billboard entries. Listen, we can't compare the two. What I'm trying to tell you is, I want to go there. Hold on. Putting me up against anybody, I'm taking me every time. That's your time. Okay.
Yeah, see, but that's confidence. But to speak out and say, check the Billboard entry, that's delusion. I mean, that's why I say, yo, it's a thin line between confidence and delusion. Like, ain't nothing wrong with putting money on yourself. Yo, but to be void of facts, like, yo, that is crazy, man. Yeah, he definitely did Max B dirty. Tried to sign Max B to a 10-album deal. Yeah, he was dead wrong for how he did Max B. Max B was the one riding for him. He basically did with Max B the same thing Cameron did to him. I don't know, I think it might just be some Harlem shit or something. Man, Stories with V, what it is. Yeah, like, oh, he tripping. Like, yo, not Nas, bro. Like, anybody but Nas. Like I said, he could have said Jay-Z. He could have said, I think he was going back and forth with Styles. That's more, that's more his speed. Yo, but not Nas, bro. Come on, G. Come on, Joe Mo. What's the car called, Joe Mo? Come on, Joe Mo. You tripping, shorty. Joe Mo done lost his mind. So this is the conversation right here.
Was comparing you to Nas and saying that you got
Yes, my young boy.
big hits.
Wow.
Yo, he looked to you. He learned how to wear the BB Simon belt from you. He got his swag. Like, how crazy is that? Because in my era, you know what I'm saying, Nas is like a god.
In my era too. I mean,
So
well,
to be compared,
let me that young kid. Let me.
he's young and we love that he loved Jim Jones. I want you to break this down.
Let's break this down. I admired Nas. But remember, Nas' first record, The Barbecue, came out when I was in 11th grade. So Nas was my idol when I was young. Like you did, came to dressing, the wordplay, the music, everything. I was a superior Nas fan. Period. I'd never take that away from him. But then, as I got in the game, you got to realize that your rivals would be idols, and not to take anything away from that. I developed my own style and my own lane that these kids start to gravitate towards the same way I gravitated towards Nas when I was younger and things like that. It's a whole different generation. We talking about 94, 93. I was in 11th grade. Nigga, it's 2025. There's a big gap there, you know what I mean? And I want people to understand that. So when Shorty's telling people that, yeah, he's 20-some years old, that goes to show the part of the era that he's in, that I came into light and started going crazy, that these kids love me. They don't really know who Nas is. If he's 22, he's born in 03.
Not all of them, some of them though.
You know what I mean?
A lot of them though.
Yes.
But it's the era.
Some music
Nah,
There's some kids that.
no, I love that.
There's some kids that love
My
hip
son
hop.
is 20, so I mean,
But he's your son.
He's your son.
He's your son.
No, but he know.
My son,
they
my
know
son,
about
my
Nas.
son can't tell you one Nas record. You heard? Like, let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah, but
like,
let's
keep it a buck. You heard? Let's keep it a buck because you'll bring it up. There must be some type of misconception or what's that word? When it comes to Jim Jones and what Jim Jones have done in this game. A lot of these rappers.
We made them take the darkies off.
A lot of these rappers have done a tremendous job, and I take nothing away from them. But they forget I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself, gold records, platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. You know, me, Jim Jones. No diplomats, no nobody else. Me, Jim Jones. Check my track record. Then check everybody else's track record. Then go to the billboards and check all my entries. Then check all them niggas' entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody. But I hear the comparisons and the niggas be trying to act funny when it comes. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm talking about the industry. I've been putting on. So let's not get into that where we get into numbers and I got to show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard to what other people was done. You heard if you want to go to the billboard entries, pull up Nas billboard entries, then pull up my billboard entries.
Listen, we can't compare the two. What I'm trying to tell you is
I want to go there. I want to go down the line now because we have me going down the line. He's a rapper and I'm a rapper.
Listen,
let's go statistically.
It feels great.
No, but I want to go statistically because when people be like,
I feel the same way. We all feel the same way.
And forget about the numbers. My numbers back up.
Let me step up to the forefront. Us in the music of hip hop culture have a problem. Is a thing, and it's nothing. The world goes off numbers, but in hip hop, we don't pay enough homage to those before us the correct way.
I gotta take it back, y'all.
Even myself. So it gets no one.
It's 2025. There's a big gap there, you know what I mean? And I want people to understand that. So when Shorty's telling people that, yeah, he's 20-some years old, that goes to show the part of the era that he's in that I came into light and started going crazy that these kids love me. They don't really know who Nas is. If he's 22, he's born in 03.
Not all of them. Some of them know. But
you know what I mean?
A lot of them know.
Yes.
But it's the era.
Some music.
Nah.
There's some kids that.
No, I love that.
There's some kids that love hip hop.
20, so I mean,
but he's your son.
He's your son.
He's your son.
My
son can't tell you one Nas record.
Get 9 million
motherfuckers. Let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah, but
let's keep it a buck. You heard? Let's keep it a buck because you'll bring it up. There must be some type of misconception or what's that word? When it comes to Jim Jones and what Jim Jones have done in this game. A lot of these rappers.
We made them take the darkies off.
A lot of these rappers have done a.
Yo, now Jim Jones has been influential, but if you compare, you can't compare your legacy to Nas. It's like, yo, Nas got hits, Black Girl Laws, One Mic, and he been doing it, and he got a long catalog. He been doing that shit way long. Like, I think Jim Jones is confusing influence with resume. You know what I mean? Yeah, he gotta be confusing influence with resume. Like when it comes to influence, I would say Jim Jones. Cause Jim Jones created a whole wave. Nas ain't creating no waves. But when it comes to resume, when it comes to what he done in hip hop, nah, bro, you ain't nowhere. You shouldn't even be in the same conversation. You don't even belong in the same conversation. Yeah, like he tripping. Hold on. Not Nas, yo. Like I said, he could have said anybody, yo. He could have said anybody but Nas. Shit, he could have said motherfucking. I I don't know. Next thing you know, he gonna be saying he more influential than Lil Wayne. Or like yo, where does it stop? Like yo, it gotta stop somewhere, bro. Like is Lil Wayne next? Like who the fuck who we covered that after that? T.I.? I don't even think Jim Jones got more hits than T.I. I would put T.I. over top of Jim Jones. To be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he's just gonna keep it with New York rappers. Is Jay-Z on the chopping block too? Like in the next interview, is he gonna be like, yo, I got more hits than Jay? Like you put my catalog and Jay catalog in the same next to each other. I'm picking Jim. Jim Jones tripping, y'all. I can't believe he said that. He must was high. I think Jim Jones still do drugs, man. He might have smoked a couple blunts. Came up on that bitch high as a motherfucker. He probably didn't even mean to say that. He probably pulled one of them Diddy movements, one of them scrambling and scraping. He probably pulled a scrambling and scraping like Diddy did. On Nori and that podcast. He ain't really mean to say that. But this was a couple days ago. He probably apologized in a few days. Like, yeah, I was tripping. I was on one of my little binges. You know, I got to butt myself. But not Nas, bro. Like, it gotta stop somewhere, Jimmy. Like, the delusion has to stop somewhere. What's up, Jim? He had more than one hit. He had a run. Jim Jones had a run. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not taking nothing away from him. Jim Jones had a run. But Nas, like, yo, come on, bro. Like, not Nas, Jim. Not Nas, Jim. Like, nah, yo. Like, Nas, some people, like I said, some people put Nas over Jay-Z. A lot of people put Nas over Jay-Z. Like, you're not even on neither one of them. Like, he can't even compare to DMX. Like, he can't even compare to DMX. If he's just gonna keep it New York. Like, he on the second or third tier. You know what I mean? He not first tier. He might be lower second. But he still got hits. He still had a good career. Like, that's not taking nothing away from him. Like, so I don't want niggas think they ain't taking nothing. I fuck with Jim Jones heavy. Especially back in the day. Summer in Miami. On My Way to Church. That whole album. Dope Boy, what the fuck the nigga name? What's it, Dope Boy Fresh or some shit like that? Yo, Jim Jones got some songs, man. I'm just saying, like, yo, you can't compare to Nas, my nigga. But you gonna say you up there with Pac after this? Like, yo, come on, you gotta stop somewhere, bro. Like, stick to people in your weight class. Nas ain't in your weight class, bro. As I said, like, Nas shouldn't even respond. There's no reason for Nas to even respond to this because it's nonsense. It's nonsense. Like, when he was going at Styles, I could see that. You know what I mean? I could see it, Jim Jones and Styles. You know what I mean? But not Nas. I wouldn't even allow him to say that on my platform. Like, if he would have, we'd have to debate that shit to the end of the fight. Like, come on, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. Tripping, Jimmy. It seemed like they gave a little bit of pushback, but I looked like, whoa, fuck, this nigga must be high. Maybe we should reschedule the interview. Maybe we gotta get this nigga when he's sober. You heard me? Because he got to be high right now. Hold on, let me,
Let's keep it a buck. You heard? Keep it a buck because you'll bring it up. There must be some type of misconception or what's that word? When it comes to Jim Jones and what Jim Jones have done in this game. A lot of these rappers,
made him take the doggies off.
a lot of these rappers have done a tremendous job, and I take nothing away from them. But they forget I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself, gold records, platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. No, me, Jim Jones. no diplomats, no nobody else. Me, Jim Jones, check my track record, then check everybody else's track record. Then go to the billboards and check all my entries, then check all them niggas' entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody, but I hear the comparisons and then niggas be trying to act funny when it come. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm talking about the industry. I've been putting on. So let's not get into that where we get into the numbers and I gotta show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard to what other people was done. You heard. And if you want to go to the billboard entries, pull up Nas billboard entries and pull up my billboard entries.
Listen, we can't compare the two. What I'm trying to tell you,
I want to go there.
Fat Joe said we can't compare the two. He ain't lying though. You really can't. You can't compare the two, Jim. You can't compare the two, bro.
No, I want to go down the line now, because now we going down the line. He's a rapper and I'm a rapper.
Listen, yes.
Let's go statistically.
It feels great.
No, but I want to go statistically, because when people be like,
I feel the same way. We all feel the same way.
Forget about the numbers. My numbers back up.
Let me step up to the forefront. Us in the music of hip-hop culture have a problem. It's a thing. And it's nothing, the world goes off numbers, but in hip-hop, we don't pay enough homage to those performers the correct way. And sometimes it's even myself. So it gets no other genre of music fucking, I don't even know who to use.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, hip-hop is like basketball.
Jelly Roll's never gonna say that about
hip-hop is like basketball. John Moran get on the court with LeBron.
I ain't telling you that
This is what this is
any
about.
song, any of that shit is murders that
This is what this is about.
That don't got nothing
There's
to do
nothing
with
that
homage.
this never is me. You put me up against anybody, I'm taking me every time.
Yo, ain't nothing wrong with aiming high. Yo, but you gotta be real at the same time, yo. Like, yo, you're not being real, Jim Jones. You're not being real. You're not being logical. Like, you're just speaking like a female. He's just speaking out of emotion. Like, yo, come on, come on, yo. Not dogs.
Every time.
Okay, but let me say something though, Jim. Let me say,
Jim, I get busy.
You started off saying you grew up watching Nas. The only problem, the only situation I'm saying now to you, right? There is no situation.
I always tell
kids should worship you.
You fucking started.
No, I'm not doing this. I did not know I was going there.
Because you're really friends with him.
He gonna be mad at you.
Not me. I don't know him. Yeah.
So that's the issue. So somewhere along the line, it sounds like Jim Jones must try to work with Nas, and Nas shot him down. This is a bigger issue. This is a bigger issue. This bigger than just music. Like, I don't think he fuck with Nas. Yo, but still, even like, still gotta be real, bro. Still gotta be real, my nigga. Don't let your emotions and your personal feelings get in the way of logic and reason. You know, a lot of people lose their life that way. You feel me? A lot of people end up in prison that way, man. Letting their personal feelings get away, supersede logic, supersede reason. That's what it sounds like he's doing, yo. You don't fuck with the man, so you just saying shit. But it ain't true. The problem lies when niggas try to convince you that it's true. That's delusion, bro. You want everybody else to be delusional with you. No, hell no, nigga. That shit sounds stupid. You can have your personal feelings about the man, yo, but don't do this.
Oh, he's a beautiful guy.
That's my brother. You don't be mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I'm in that conversation, bro. Like, come on.
Ask him, but we didn't know all that.
We all the time. Somebody saw the internet.
Not gonna mention me next to nobody. I'm not gonna talk my shit.
You didn't have to do that.
I'm a pop lines anytime, you heard?
I just told the people, can I do it? And what did he do? He went over there.
You heard?
Listen,
niggas don't even know about the audio.
Could we talk about, all right. I love this interview, although it was very painful. It was at a tough time. When I seen you, I don't forget where it was at, if it was Hot 97 or something, where you were just saying, yo, you a family man, you never made no excuses, even when you went through tough times. You know, you took care of your family. They never knew you was going through tough times. like after that interview now, do you feel like that's what you was talking about? Like I'm gonna fight my way back to the top and I feel good right now about where I'm at in the world? Because I love that interview.
Well, the interview was just a testament to where I was at the time and the things that I knew I had to do in order for me.
They can change the subject. They can do that whether even the conversation we're having. Like, I can't believe he even had the conversation. Yo, when he said that shit, nigga should have just got quiet and ain't said nothing. You heard me? Yo, because not participating in your delusional. Like, if you want to be delusional, you can be delusional on your own, y'all. I'm not trying to participate in that shit. Niggas change the topic on the nigga. Let's see if they get back to it.
They pulled the temperature back down.
I mean, I switch this shit off and on, yo.
I got different characters I gotta play. We talk about the sport, I'm gonna go hard. You heard me?
Let's talk about
But that's
that interview and the passion you had behind
I
that.
still got the same passion as you can see. You heard? I'm a passionate brother. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I cry a lot of shit like that. I'm very emotional. So when people talk about me, I gotta stand up for me because nobody else gonna stand up for me, as you see. You heard? I fight all my battles on my own. I take losses and I take my wins the same way. You heard? Same smirk, just like this. See, let's get this correct. You know, and the media stretch this shit so many different ways. When they see me get excited, I get excited because I'm a very passionate person. Everybody knows. And as a man, when you talk about me, I'm always gonna pick you first. But as a fan, I'm one of the biggest fans of Nas. I know what his albums word for word, back and forth. Like that was my.
Yo, brought it back up.
Coming outside.
Look,
like Nas had a moment.
He can't let it go. They try to move past the conversation. He brought the shit back up. Like, yo, it's over, bro. Niggas don't want to talk about that shit, Jimmy. Like, niggas don't want to talk about that, Jimmy. Yo, let's move on, yo. Let's talk about the last interview you did. Yo, brought it back up, though.
A playbook for how we was running the streets and things like that. He also dressed the way we was running the streets back then and things like that. And not to take him away from all the niggas, but Nas had a hold on us and shit like that when we was younger and things like that. The same way Pac had a hold on us. But from New York City, he came with a whole different flavor and a different cadence at the time that was well needed. It switched from what we heard in Big Daddy Kane to a whole other way of hustlers was talking and rhyming and things like that. And everybody understood that. Like I can never take away anything that he's done in the game. I can't, you heard? And that's not it. But as a competitive man, that's all I'm always popping my shit. And this is what hip hop is about for the most part. I got no problem with Nas, shouts to Nas, shouts to all.
Yo, that's not competitiveness, yo. That's delusion, bro. That's delusion. It's not competitiveness. That's delusion. Like, cause there's no facts to back it up. There's no facts to back this shit up. Like, you know, that bitch just talking. Jim Jones crazy motherfucker, man. Yo said he got a better catalog than ours. Damn. Yo, crazy. I don't even think Jim Jones got a better catalog than Mace. I mean, Cameron. Like, how you just jump all the way to Nas? Like, that is insane. Jim Jones. Yo, he did say that, yo. Jim Jones lost his motherfucking mind, man. He called it confidence, yo, but that's not confidence, bro. Confidence got to be rooted in some type of reason, logic, facts. You know what I mean? It's like motherfuckers saying, I deserve this, but they ain't put no work in. Like, oh, you don't deserve nothing that you ain't worked for. You know what I mean? That's like a participation award. Like how they be giving kids nowadays participation awards. Like, come on, bro. Just because you was in the game, yo, that don't mean you was a motherfucking star of the game, nigga. Or a superstar. You know what I mean? Jim Jones funny as shit. I mean, he got some songs, yo. Like, that's what I'm saying. I fuck with Jim Jones. I just think he overstepped his boundaries with this one. Like, I fuck with Jim Jones. Jim Jones carried Dipset for a while. Carried him. And he was front line whenever it came down to some bullshit. But to say that you up there with Nas, it's like saying you up there with Pac. Like, Nas is like, you know what I mean? Top of the mountain. Like, oh, you not at the top of the mountain, bro. You ain't even like I said, Jim Jones might be like higher third tier. You know what I mean? Higher, like higher third tier. Like if we was giving grades, Jim Jones would be like a 75. If we was doing Madden ratings, he'd be rated at like a 75, 78. Nas would be like a 92. You feel me? Like yo, come on, bro. Like, come on, Jim. Jim tripping, man. Jim done lost his fucking mind. But that really take my ass to work, y'all. Make sure y'all share this live. Probably try to tap back in a little later, see how the day go for real. And make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Another day, keep what you do. And about.